Come on. Yeah. The only difference is that they put that Yup one against Fast and Noob. So we got CNZ versus Yup in the grand finals. Alright, we got the pick and ban link. CNZ already making a bit of a mistake banning Vale, because Yup is not a big fan of Vale, but he did win against Fast and Noob on it. Because like I said, I don't think Yup is that bad on Vale, even though he says he is. And then Yup, that means Yup's just going to ban his other least favorite map, which is Blood Covenant. CNZ immediately going for the Ruins of Sarnath, one of Yup's favorite maps, but it's also one of CNZ's favorite maps. And then Yup's probably just going to go for a Deep Embrace, which I know CNZ's really good on Deep Embrace as well, so should be pretty even. Both of these players' favorite maps are also like the other players' best maps. Trying to think, like, what should Yup? Should Yup just go for the easy Deep Embrace? Because, to be honest, it was kind of close against Fast to Noob, and I think that Yup had a much better champion there with the Scale Bearer against Athena. Well, first and foremost, I'm gonna try my best in the QPL rather than be a caster. He got like 1,000,000 people casting this game. So I think the two options for Yup here is Molten Falls or Deep Embrace. Now, I don't completely remember the last challengers when it was Yup versus CNZ, but I do remember that Yup beat CNZ on Molten Falls with the Scale Bearer, and it was not a close game at all. No, there's no QPL this week. It will be next week. I imagine that CNZ is probably just going to ban the Scale immediately, considering how badly he lost to the Scale yesterday. Probably going to see a lot of thinking here because everything's on the line. Well, the winner will qualify for the QPL finals at QuakeCon, and there they'll have a chance to qualify for the QPL. That's how I was able to get into the QPL last season. Yup ultimately goes with Molten Falls over Deep Embrace. We're probably going to see a Deep Embrace ban from CNZ, but CNZ, I think Deep Embrace is also one of his favorites. Guys, we have too many people, they say in the chat. Yeah, CNZ not going to ban Deep Embrace because he likes it so much. So that means that Deep Embrace will be the last map, as Yup's obviously not going to go for CK over it. So now, very crucial ban for CNZ. Does he ban the scale? And he doesn't. Could be a critical error. Critical error, because that means that the scale bearer is open for Molten Falls, and we know from last time that Yup destroyed CNZ with scale on Molten Falls. Possibly a huge mistake for CNZ here. And then CNZ is going to go for the slash, which I know is very strong. However, it seems a little bit risky. We saw how Waz failed so much on the slash, and I know that was partly because Waz wasn't hitting very much, but at the ping these players are playing at, it feels a lot more risky to go for the slash because one corner rail, which you know is going to happen, and it's all over. So we'll see how CNZ is able to put this together. Now, Slash does have the massive upside of being so fast that you can get a huge peeker's advantage on your opponent and also just control the whole map while your opponent can't do very much. So here we're going to see either an Anarchy or a Nyx ban from Yup, and then almost guaranteed that Yup's going to pick Scale. Now, I don't think that CNZ picks Scale here. I assume he'll pick either Anarchy, Nyx, or like Sorlag. Last time he picked Sorlag against the Scale, so maybe he'll try to pull it out again even though it didn't work last time. Let me just see what they're typing in chat. See a Nyx pick from CNZ. So we see the Nyx coming out from CNZ and then the Scale Bearer counter pick from Yup. Both champions kind of counter each other in a way. Like, Scale Bearer can bait out the Ghost Walk, but at the same time, like, the Ghost Walk dodges the Bull Rush, so... But the main thing is that Scale Bearer has the speed and the stack advantage, and even though the hitbox advantage goes to Nyx, like, I trust that Yup's gonna fucking hit the Nyx. Like, Yup's aim is so insane. I don't know how big of an impact that hitbox difference will have. And then we see a visor from CNZ. Alright, very crucial first map. We're going to have to see how well CNZ is going to play as the Slash, and if he can, if his movement is clean enough and his aim is good enough. Alright, they're going to decide which server. Probably NA East. Now, CNZ actually, I think he gets like 120 to NA East. It's basically the same as Latvia, because like Estonia is right next to Latvia. Actually, 110 East. They'll probably... Hold on. Yup can actually force NA Central here if he wants to. Yeah, Yup's going to try to force NA Central because the ping difference is smaller. So the pings are going to be even higher. It's going to be 130 to 140. So 10 ping difference, but almost a combined 300 ping, which is just insane. I'm surprised that CNZ was so, like, accepting of the NA Central, but CNZ actually has a lot of experience with high ping. Because I've played against him a lot, and I think he plays against higher ping players a lot, so I don't think he's too worried about it. Even though this is like extreme high ping, not just a little bit of high ping. It always goes both ways, like could benefit the Slash, could hurt the Slash, because you're going to take more damage, but maybe that helps Slash out sometimes, especially in control. Slash is just an absolute monster, and that's one of the reasons why she's good on Ruins, because this is one of the most brutal maps to play out of control, probably the most brutal. Playing out of control, you basically have nothing on this map, and Slash can just make your life hell. And that's what CNZ is going for. The problem is it goes the other direction, and the Strog is fast enough, you can make the Slash's life hell, and Slash doesn't even get armor off the spawn. We're loading into this first map where we get to see who's gonna be the one to hit all the rails, because as the saying goes, actually there's no saying, but as a lot of people will say, on Ruins, one player always hits all the rails and the other doesn't. And whoever hits the rails gets just a massive advantage. We'll see who that is. Both players missing everything in the warm-up. Yup gets the kill in the warm-up, which means he's gonna win, right? I want to look from Yup's perspective, because I want Yup to win. I'm gonna just let my bias out there, which you guys already know. Alright, we'll see who gets the good spawn. Definitely want rail spawn here. And immediately, I think that's better for Yup. Now, CNZ is very risky, going for the heavy. Look at that insane rail, and that's immediately going to give Yup a huge advantage here, as CNZ is going to be weakly stacked compared to Yup, who's going to have all the weapons, and Yup's going to even catch CNZ at the pillar. He has the Peeker, which is going to get him the kill, and already this could be devastating for CNZ. Yup misses the rail at the light armor, and even misses that one, which is going to give CNZ a chance to do a lot of damage to Yup, and Yup doesn't have any light armors to back onto, so a bunch of crucial misses from Yup could end up losing him control here. Especially because CNZ's going to rush full speed onto the Mega, and he's going to even be able to get it, and this is devastating for Yup, who gets the worst spawn on the entire map. He should really be quiet here. CNZ's going to catch him at the rocket. Oh, CNZ didn't see him! However, he will hear him, and that rocket will alert CNZ to his position. However, ooh, can CNZ hit this rocket at the light armor? CNZ's going for it, but Yup able to hit a little bit of rocket damage. That rocket forcing CNZ off, and the stacks will be mostly equal. Now, CNZ has the weapons, but Yup has the Peeker. The Tribolt is the perfect weapon from this range, but Yup is missing all the Tribolt bullets and missing all the rockets, completely choking that fight. He didn't even get a chance to use the Peeker. And we're going to see CNZ going in with the LG. It's not going to work out for him, and Yup gets the kill with the Peeker. However, Yup is extremely weak, and CNZ, if he wants to, can just bum rush this heavy, but he's not going to have enough time to do so. CNZ on the light armor is going to rush at Yup with the rockets, and Yup, because he crouched, or he ledge clipped there, it actually made it easier for CNZ to hit those rockets. CNZ going through the portal rather than going for the LG. Massive misplay, and even though the stacks are equal, it means that Yup's going to get himself onto this light armor. He needs to hit this rail, and if he doesn't, it's going to be the end, but the Peeker comes to save the day. CNZ gets the spawn at the heavy, which is going to possibly give CNZ full control of this map. He's going to get all the weapons, and he's going to be able to get to the Mega before Yup. Yup's probably just going to go for the railgun, which is the smart thing to do here. And CNZ, oh, he's able to hit the rail on the while Yup was going for the weapons. Yup here is going to have to play very quiet, but see it going through the portal at the worst time ever. I don't know why Yup did that, and this is why Yup chokes so often in tournaments. I think he got nervous, and that's why he went through the portal. Yup's going to be able to get himself the light armor, so it's not over for him here. Unfortunately, no damage. Peeker comes out, but not going to do enough, and CNZ with the perfect dodging of those rockets. He does get hit by one direct, but it's not the end of the world, and Yup gonna delay his spawn, and actually gets a really good one at the LG. CNZ falling down, not advised, but his LG is good enough to kill Yup. And CNZ's gonna have a much better position on this heavy. Now, Yup does have a chance to get himself the weapons to defend this Mega. I think instead he's going to go for the light armor. Okay, he might just give up the heavy. It's probably the smart thing to do. And yeah, just take this position and make it hard for CNZ to get out from the Mega side. And see, it's going to force CNZ to go around the long way, and that could be good for Yup if he can hit like one rail here. And he will also have the Peeker. Big rockets coming out from CNZ. Really nice. And a trade, and not only a trade, but Yup died first, which benefits him. However, CNZ got the amazing spawn. Like, it would have benefited Yup, because normally whoever spawns first gets an advantage because they can get there first. But, yeah, Yup just got a much weaker spawn than CNZ did, which is unfortunate for him. And CNZ gonna drop down with the LG. He didn't grab the Mega, but I don't think Yup knows that. And he's gonna keep pushing here. Kind of unexpected, but I think he is railable, actually. And Yup doesn't realize that the Mega's up, but he should have enough time to go for heavy, but CNZ not even going for Mega. And he even gets a spawn rail. This is looking really strong from CNZ, who's gonna probably just give up this Mega, but Yup doesn't have any armor or weapons to fight. Scary peek. But no damage is traded. Yup, Peeker, kind of a wasted Peeker if you ask me. Like, that ability is so valuable to just waste like that. Yup, just gonna play the slow game, which might not work out for him just because Slash is so fast that he might have been able to get around to Mega fast enough, but just gonna take his time. The items will be mostly synced unless Yup... I don't know about that delay from Yup. CNZ is gonna miss a really crucial rail there, which would have surely led to Yup's demise, just as those two rails do, and CNZ is hitting like an absolute truck right now. And he finds the finish on Yup, going for that light armor. And this is looking really bad for Yup. There's still 5 minutes remaining, and Yup does have that heavy armor. We'll see if he can make something happen. CNZ is going to get the Mega for free, or maybe not, because he was peeking for some reason. I don't know what he was peeking at. The only issue here for Yup is that CNZ has position on the light armor, and this other lower light is not going to be up for a while. Yup here has the Peeker, which he could try to use to defend the heavy. CNZ is going to just drop down. He has a massive stack advantage as well as the hitbox and speed advantage, so it was a good drop down, and this is not looking good for Yup, who probably has to focus more on this next map, as this is not looking good. He has no business being on the map right here, and probably just going to die. Let's see what CNZ, rookie mistake of going for Yup rather than the Peeker, but takes a little bit more damage than he should have, but it's not really going to matter, as 7 frag lead as the Slash. It's going to be incredibly difficult for Yup to make any comeback possible. Yup's going to need a miracle here. Yup, just having to play the slow game as a Slash with full control is incredibly difficult to deal with, especially when he's hitting as hard as he is. And we're seeing CNZ probably out-aiming Yup here. Yeah, look at that 16% rail accuracy for Yup. The rails were just not hitting this game. And they were hitting for CNZ, and like I said at the beginning, that's what always happens on Ruins. One player hits the rails, and whoever does typically wins. Yup doesn't like to quit maps early, so he's probably just gonna like keep playing the remainder of this game. There's not that much to really talk about here other than the next matchup, which will be Molten Falls Scalebearer versus Nyx, which could bring a whole nother dynamic because of that huge stack difference between the two champions. Yup, surely it needs to be thinking about the next map. Yeah, the speed was completely overwhelming for Yup, and there's a reason why Slash is meta on this map. I think that Slash is the best pick on this map overall, if you're playing your best. Just because of there's so little you can do out of control, even in control sometimes. Against the Slash, you can run away forever and just run circles around you. And it has just the smallest hitbox in the game. It really is a broken champion when played at its best. And we see that pulled off beautifully from CNZ. Alright, going into the next matchup, we're going to have to see Yup start to hit his normal accuracies again. Against the Nyx, it's going to be hard as we have another really small hitbox champion. However, the speed isn't there, and that could be the crucial factor. Because Scalebearer has a lot more speed than Nyx does. Both players ready immediately. Let's get into this next map. Without that speed factor, we'll have to see what CNZ can do, because this is also a really large map. Now, the Ghost Walk's very effective here. The only problem is it's kind of risky to use it if the opponent still has their Bull Rush available. Then you have no way to dodge it in the fight. And trust me, trying to wall jump over the Bull Rush at 300 combined ping is not easy. You have to time that shit perfectly, and you have to time it with like no visual reference, because if you try to sync it up with the visuals, it's not gonna work because of the ping. Ooh, yup, already in the warm-up, not able to hit those rails. Look at that, what's going on? I think this is the mental block that Yup has in tournaments. Like, he just doesn't look like himself, missing all these rails. I know it's a Nyx, but Yup doesn't normally miss those. It's not the real game, though. We'll have to see if he can start hitting those shots once the game starts. That was a nice one. And that, okay, maybe he's getting in his groove. He misses those last two. He just needs to calm himself down and play like it's practice. Yup with the better spawn, gonna grab that heavy immediately and grab that railgun. Gonna go all the way around to the LG, and ooh, he might even be able to get trap CNZ there. Yup surely is aware of CNZ's position, and CNZ is gonna have to think twice before going on that LG, and it looks like he did grab the LG, so that's one weapon, and now he's gonna rotate around to railgun, it looks like. Yup should have heard him take the portal there. Yeah, it looks like Yup knows where CNZ is. Oh, and Yup with a really nice rail, and this is actually a great push for Yup. Turns around though, playing a little bit scared. I don't know about this. CNZ gonna go back for that light armor, which might be a mistake if Yup is able to hit any damage, but just not even looking for the angle. This is not the Yup I know. The Yup I know plus forwards everything, and that's what he really should be doing. Bull Rush comes out, and the Ghost Walk is popped. And CNZ is going to be able to get the finish. Yup not playing... See, this is what I tell Yup, play like it's practice. This is not how Yup normally plays. Yup is going to be able to get this heavy, and maybe try to do a high ping rush towards the railgun. Going to think twice, going to go up the jump pad, which he probably should have done at the beginning from the start. And CNZ is going to get himself the Mega. CNZ with a commanding lead, and that's just what you want as Nyx, like, perfect situation. Nyx in the lead is a tough cookie to crack. Especially when Yup doesn't even have a full armor stack. Really amazing rail from CNZ, and he should be able to finish this kill off if he's he's able to hit any more. And the LG comes out, forcing the Bull Rush pop. Yup actually has a decent stack still. But just out in the open as a scale bearer, not even moving. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing, bro? Yeah, don't rush that. Good thing he second-guessed that decision to rush that. He needs to get himself onto that railgun and start making some shots hit. And there's classic Yup play. Classic Yup play almost works out. Jumping onto CNZ. And it honestly might work just because CNZ has literally no health to back up onto. Okay, he's going to have the health over at this railgun. But he doesn't have Ghost Walk still, so Yup, with the Bull Rush, could try to make a rush towards CNZ here. CNZ slow and steady. Not going to make Yup alert of his position. Okay, Yup probably heard him maybe there. There's going to be enough of a split on these items that CNZ, or that Yup will be able to rotate around both of them. Oh, and Yup with the amazing rail catching CNZ with his pants down, but Yup misses the second. The good thing is that is kind of a bait for the Ghost Walk, and if Yup is fast, he should be able to get to Railgun, but he's not going. Massive misplay from Yup, not going for that railgun immediately. And the reason why that was so important, there was two reasons. One was the light armor, and two was the hourglasses. And look at this, the Ghost Walk, 13 seconds, the same as the Bull Rush. And that is perfect for CNZ. Yup going through the portal with the wrong weapon out, not able to rail CNZ, and the Ghost Walk is almost up, and Yup missing more rails. Mega is picked up. He goes through the portal, but takes a rail. That extra rail, though, will force CNZ back, as he can't afford to take another one. However, the stacks won't be that unequal here. And with the Ghost Walk up, it's going to be actually pretty difficult for Yup to push for this Mega. CNZ is going to be very quiet, hiding in this corner, and maybe get a shot off on Yup, who's running full speed towards him. Doesn't see him, but he hits the rail. Both abilities are popped. We'll see who can get the Mega. And it will be CNZ, but if Yup is smart, he'll go for Railgun. Well, apparently he's not smart, guys. Have I learned that yet? Nope. Should have gone for the Railgun. Gonna give CNZ the exact same thing. The light armor and the hourglasses. And just fucking... really annoying for me to see that when Yup was in such a good position there. Yup, though, he does have a good position on the Mega, and yeah, I agree with CNZ backing off, because trying to dodge rockets when the ping is, like, combined to be 250, it's not a smart idea. And Yup trying to go for the rush here actually hits some really nice shots, and you know what? That was actually a really good play if he goes and gets the Railgun armor, which he's not, as always. Not going for the Railgun armor. The good thing is, though, the Ghost Walks pop... Yup gets the hourglasses, and he's even gonna get the kill here, possibly. Now, the light armor is up for CNZ, and I think that Yup is railable, but... Actually, Yup went all the way back around for the other health bubble just to not be railable, and CNZ wasn't sticking around to grab the Mega. Yup right now just needs to go around to heavy, and CNZ is going to wait on this light armor, and Yup probably predicts that. Yeah, Yup's just going to go for it, and he hits the rail without Ghost Walk. This could be a perfect opportunity for Yup. The Ghost Walk, 3 seconds. Yup misses the rail. The Bull Rush comes out, and the Ghost Walk is not in time. 10 health, and Yup, he knows where he is. He needs to hit this rail. Maybe even machine gun. 1 pellet hits. Yup's coming in, and he hits the rail. But at what cost? 12 health, and the heavy armor is almost up. Is CNZ gonna go? I don't think CNZ went for the heavy armor, giving Yup a massive opportunity, but Yup's not even gonna drop on it. Huge misplay from Yup, who maybe could get some rocket damage on. Nice rail. CNZ is railable, and Yup hits the rail and is gonna force the spawn, but Yup misses the rail, and he misses the follow-up. Can he go for the... He can't go for the LG armor, or the railgun armor, but he does have Bull Rush for this Mega. He has to be very careful because he himself is railable here, but if he's fast, he can rotate around to heavy, and it looks like he will be, but... He's got to be careful. Both players should have timing of the items. The first rail is critical, and the second bull rush is up. He's going to bull rush onto this heavy, which is the perfect play, and we'll see if CNZ, he's not going to go for the peak. And Yup's now going to be in a great position to grab those hourglasses, restock on the rail ammo, and CNZ is forced in a terrible position. He's still railable. Okay, and Yup, very smart, going to go back and deny that light armor, doing what he needs to do, finally. And now he's going to be able to deny every item on the map. He should know where CNZ is, but he's going to give CNZ the other light. Yup, what are you doing? Just deny the light armor. And I think that Yup is kind of in a bad position now. Okay, Ghost Walk is popped. That's a good step for Yup. However, the telefrag comes out, but Yup does end up getting the kill just because he's so fragged. But Yup doesn't realize that CNZ got the LG spawn. Yup will have a lot of stuff to back up onto now. We'll see who can get the kill here, and it will be Yup who's going to be able to get himself that next mega. And this is huge for Yup as he's finally got himself the lead. And CNZ doesn't have much stack here. However, he will get that light armor, and he will be outstacking the scale bearer. And Yup, possibly a misplay, giving up that railgun position. Now, he does have the bull rush here, but he drops onto the LG pin, and the ghost walk, or the bull rush is not going to save him. CNC now has a commanding stack against the scale bearer and is going to have that ghost walk. Yup is forced around to the LG, and he's going to try to push this anyway. The ghost walk is popped, which is actually not good for CNZ, as he massively mistimes it and gives Yup that mega and also railgun plus the light armor. And Yup's going to be able to make a really nice play here on this heavy if he doesn't miss even more of these rails. He needs to go... Yup, just bull rush on the heavy. Just bull rush on the heavy, and CNC's going to get his ghost walk back from these hourglasses and probably catch Yup unaware. And the mega's picked up mid-fight, and the ghost walk is not in time. There was like 1 millisecond left on the ghost walk, and Yup's able to get the lead, and this light armor should be coming up. I don't think it was grabbed. We'll see if CNZ can catch Yup. CNZ looks like he's just going to go for the heavy. Hey, Yup not going through that portal. Yup just... I don't think he realizes that the light armor at Rocket is up. He's going to go for it now. Oh, I don't know. Yup, just run away. Run away. No, the rail is hit. And he gets the finish with the LG. Yup, what are you doing? And Yup gets hit by another rail. However, that means the stacks are kind of equal. The only thing is CNZ is going to get that light armor, which Yup refused to take. And probably this other light, too. And Yup, even though he has the bull rush, is going to have to be careful on this heavy armor. Oh, after that one rail, Yup is completely out of control here, and this could be the end. Yup has to be incredibly careful as he's stuck in a corner of the map against a Nyx with a Ghost Walk. Yup's going to be able to find himself enough health to not be railable. And with a huge split on those items, this could be bad for Yup, who's running straight into CNZ, and I think CNZ spotted him. However, Yup should be able to get himself this light armor, and he does, and he should be able to rotate even all the way around to the other one. And this is not good for CNZ, as Yup is able to get himself back to a decent base stack. Now, Yup should still run away here, as the stack plus Ghost Walk of CNZ is not something to underestimate. And I think this is the smart play. However, I don't like this peek from Yup, as now CNZ knows where he is, and that's just not a good position to play from out of control, where Yup is standing. Luckily for Yup, CNZ made the wrong read, and Yup's going to go around and probably restock on those the rocket ammo. And Yup now actually has a position where he can get a timing on this heavy, and that's what he's looking for. Nice read from Yup to back away there, and he should have gotten heavy timing. Ooh, rail comes out, but he might be able to get the mega. No, he's not. He's not going to stick around for it. Probably the smart decision. He's just going to go back and get the light armor. And CNZ going to be really sneaky here. Just wait for Yup to walk into him, and it's going to happen. Yup walking forward, uses the bull rush, the ghost walk pops, and Yup's going to have to run away as fast as he can. And he turns around, but it's not enough. And CNZ wins and is qualified for the QuakeCon finals. Heartbreaking game for Yup. Heartbreaking game for me, too, as someone who's rooting for Yup. Yup did so well, but in the end, it doesn't even matter. Can't believe I said that. Well, kudos to Yup. He put up a really valiant effort there till the very end. You could see he was down like 3-0 against the Knicks, but he was able to crawl his way back. Unfortunately, in the end, he lost that crucial fight. And that will mean so the two people who have qualified so far will be Garpy and CNZ. And so next qualifier, Yup's got an even better chance than this time. You know what, guys? I know these matches are extremely high ping, but we're still seeing some amazing games come out. And I know it probably doesn't feel great from the players, but I think we really are seeing like a 100% skill matchup. Like I think CNZ was better than Yup here. Yup was better than, Fast and Noob and all the other people he beat. I really don't think that. I mean, obviously the game would be way different if the pings were low. But here, like, I still think the outcome was completely based off of how well the players were playing. And we saw that CNZ clearly he had what it took to beat Yup, and he was able to win, despite that ping being so high. 76% rail and 53% LG from CNZ. Yeah, CNZ brought his A game out today. Well, I appreciate your guys' support so much. I'm glad to know you that my casting is so good. Like, it's honestly I enjoy it, even though it's hard on the voice. It's something I enjoy doing. So maybe I'll do it for the next challenger as well. There's still a lot of qualifiers left. I think there's 2 more globals, and then there should be 4 regionals if it's set up the same as last year. So thank you all for watching. I'm gonna go go get something to eat because I'm starving right now. Let me go raid someone. I don't know who to raid. Really no one to raid because I bet everyone's gonna stop streaming. Mm. I don't know. I think I'm just not gonna. Actually, I can raid Leko Lega because he's a good. He's often a viewer in this channel. So thank you guys so much for your support today. I should be back tomorrow, and I'll do some games of my own. All right, bye everyone.